In the beginning of the film, a man named Mr. Jin called Duo-Yu Wang, the goalkeeper of the dashing club, for a meeting. He was ready to pay a lot of money to let him win the next match on purpose. By the way, Duo-Yu's career was not going well. In the last few years, he had done a lot of activities. He cut a player, because of which he was suspended for many matches. He started playing in the team of girls after doing makeup. He served food on his body and don't know what else. But despite all this, he told Mr. Jin that he is not a beggar. And now in the next match, he will not let the other team score a single goal. During the match, he stopped a great goal, but then ate 5 goals in overconfidence. He played so badly that the other team was celebrating him in the air that "Thank you brother" won. Due to being removed from the team, Duo-Yu was very sad. But his teammate and best friend Wang convinced him to talk to the coach. But the coach insulted him and said, "Look son, we have replaced you with a dog in the team. He also plays well with you." Zhang got angry and told the coach that if he doesn't get his friend back in the team, he'll leave the team. He'll leave the team. Go leave it. Our team will be great. All the stupid players will leave. On his way back home, while crossing the road, a man pretends to bump into his car. He was already in a bad mood. So he grabbed him and first hit him on the car 3 to 4 times, and then started cleaning the windshield like a cloth from his body. Then a girl going from there, Shazu, saw him and started a protest against him like a fan of Kedruel. People got together and blinded them both to beat that man. Mr. Jin got him bailed and told Duo-Yu that he is not a football coach. And the meeting that took place the other day was a test of his self-respect. He took him to his office and introduced Duo-Yu to Mr. Yin and Mr. Lai. He told him that he had a brother of his grandfather, who left the family due to mutual attachment. He died about a month ago, and Duo-Yu is the only heir to all his wealth. But before he gets all the wealth, Duo-Yu has to pass a test that his grandfather had decided before he died. He has to spend 1 billion yuan, which is about 1180 crores, in a month. Only then he will get the remaining 30 billion yuan, that is about 35,390 crore rupees. But some rules were also included in this challenge. The use of money cannot be done illegally. At the end of the month, he should not have any house or car left with him. He can't spend this money on charity, or by giving someone a gift. He can hire 100 people, but he has to let them do their services. He can't ruin his precious things. He can't buy anything more than the market value. And the last rule was that he can't tell anyone about this game. But if he doesn't want to give this test, then he can take 10 million yuan and leave from here. With which the rest of the money will remain in the trust fund, and Mr. Lai and Mr. Yun can use them as they want. Duo-Yun accepted the challenge. After which Mr. Jin asked one of his accountants to calculate his entire expenses. It was none other than Shazu. To avenge his imprisonment, Duo-Yu put him on the job. He took Wang to the bank to check his money. He had never seen so much money in his life. As soon as he came out of the safe, he started stealing the money from the bank. Duo-Yu hires all the guards of the bank on a high salary. After this, he went to his football team and told them that he was renting the best club of the Chinese main league and them. So that when the stadium repair work is done, he can get a match between the two teams. But they all started laughing at him after hearing this. So to convince him, he filled JCB and dropped the money in the football ground. He also rented some cars and left for the hotel with his entire team. On the way, he sat in a separate car with Shazu and started flirting with him. On which Shazu said, "No, I have a boyfriend." Soon, they all reached a luxurious hotel. although only members were allowed there, but Duo-Yu gave extra money to the manager and rented the entire hotel for a month. The manager was happy and took everyone to the dining room. Because Duo-Yu could spend this money on its employees, and after renting the football team, they all became its employees in a way. So all this was absolutely fair according to the rules of the condition. He announced that he is starting an investment company, whose CEO will be Shang Zhuang. After hearing this, he became very emotional. But he didn't know that Duo-Yu has made him CEO just because he is a fool, and Duo-Yu was sure that all this money will belong to Duo. Duo-Yu started spending money with his full power. From haircuts worth crores to renting expensive cars, furniture and clothes, he never missed a chance to spend money. Shazu explained to him that if he continues to waste money like this, he will run out of all his money in 6 months, which is unfortunately more than 5 months according to his plan. In the meantime, Shazu's boyfriend Jianan Lu came there. He was going to give a lecture in a while on how a person should not run after money. Hearing this, Duo-Yu took out a lot of money from his safe and told Jianan to take the money, leave this mess and come to me. Seeing so much money, he was ready to become a gardener, and happily offered him a few pegs. Shazu was shocked to see this and she broke up with him and left. In the first meeting of his investment company, Duo-Yu told him to invest in the sectors that are going into loss. A strange man came in who wanted funding for his invention. He made a device with which people can float on the ground. Thinking that money will drown here, Duo-Yu gave him a lot of funding. And after that, he started a shark tank in which he gave funding to every person's idea present there. The next day, when he was taking a massage, Sha tried to ding-dong with him. He was trying to stop him, but she wasn't listening. That's when Shazu made an entry and Duo-Yu got a chance to get out of there. The next day, Duo-Yu met Sha at the golf course with Mr. Yin and Lai. He understood that they must have sent him, so that he can somehow make Duo-Yu lose this challenge. During lunch, where everyone else was served delicious food, Duo-Yu served instant noodles to Yin and Lai. Because according to the rules of the bet, he can only spend on his employees. Duo-Yu gave a lot of money and called an American business strategist, Mr. Lafitte, to China and asked him to suggest a business where all the money would be lost. The business coach felt bad about this and said that he only trains people for success, not for failure. He left in anger without eating. Duo-Yu doesn't miss a single opportunity to spend money. He keeps a separate servant for every part of his body. In the meeting, he found out that the companies he invested money on, their shares are skyrocketing. And his investment firm is printing a lot of money. Hearing this, he was in a bad mood. We saw that Shazu was sitting alone in her house celebrating her birthday. That's when Jianil Lu came there and gave her a bouquet of flowers. Shazu thought he had come there for her birthday, but he had come to get a recommendation from her for the funding of his idea. Shazu gave the cake to him on his face. She went to Duo-Yu from there, who was arranging a fireworks show to spend money. The whole sky was filled with colors. Shazu was very happy to see him and told Duo-Yu that today is his birthday. He also said on the spot that we are blowing a bomb in that happiness. The next day, Shazu saw that Duo-Yu had put up posters all over the city, in which it was written that she should give Duo-Yu at least one chance to win her heart. She put these things up on TV, radio, and even hot air balloons. People started taking pictures with Shazu as if she was a celebrity. She called Duo-Yu and asked him to remove all this, but he refused to do so. When she was going to the hotel in a cab, she saw that the same man for whom she had given Duo-Yu to the police, he is pretending to bump into her in front of the cab today. She realized that Duo-Yu was not lying that day. When she met him, Shazhu said that she also wants to understand him better. Duo-Yu kept a private concert for him in a hotel, where his favorite singer will perform. They enjoyed a lot together. He took him out for dinner at night, where they played football and went for a romantic walk by the river. The next day, when Duo-Yu saw his team partying instead of practicing, he asked the reason for their happiness. Shang Shuang told him that his investment company has made a profit of 10 billion yuan. Hearing this, Duo-Yu punched him in the face in anger and ran into the pool. If he has 1 yuan left at the end of the month, he will not get a penny. Then an idea came to his mind. He called the entire media and announced that he is starting an insurance scheme for fat people, in which anyone can register by giving only 1 yuan. And the company will give you 1 yuan if you lose 1 gram of weight. That is, if someone loses 1 kilogram, he will take 1,000 yuan. Yin and Lai were very angry about this, but because insurance is a legal business, so it is absolutely legal according to the rules. In the whole city, people registered for this program, and everyone got involved in reducing their weight. People started using stairs instead of elevators. Duo-Yu was awarded Humanitarian of the Year. However, he said on stage that he is doing all this for himself, not for humanity. But everyone thought he was just showing off. On the day of the football match, the captain of the Hangtai club claimed that he would score at least double digits against this stupid team. Although Dashang's supporters were very few, but still their team made a grand entry in the helicopters. At the start of the match, Shang Shuang pretended to be a cheat and got a red card to the best player of Hangtai club. But despite this, he scored 8 goals before half-time. To save the team's reputation, the duo said to all of them that he didn't want to lose by a double digit by doing anything. But when the game started again, he scored 1 more goal. Dashang's players gave their all in the match. That no matter what happens, don't concede the 10th goal. Seeing his passion, the supporters of the other team also started supporting him. After the substitute was over, the coach himself got down on the ground to play. But he slipped and fell, so he got a sprain in his back. He somehow stopped the other team from scoring the 10th goal. At the end of the match, the audience and the whole team were overjoyed. After the match, Duo-Yu got a call from Shazhu's number. An unknown man said that he has kidnapped Shazhu, and if he does not give $10 million by morning, he will kill her. A big problem arose in front of Duo-Yu. If he gives the money to the kidnappers, it will be against the rules of the challenge, and he will fail in this test. But in reality, this was the last test set by his grandfather, to find out whether he will give more importance to human life than money or not. Mr. Jin had complete faith in Duo-Yu that he will definitely give money to save Shazhu. But their Duo-Yu was singing in the bar. As soon as Mr. Jin and Shazhu left the house in disappointment, they found him sitting on the stairs with that crying money. His grandfather's last video was played and Mr. Jin told him that he has become the owner of $30 billion. We saw that after traveling around the world, Duo-Yu returned with a pregnant Shazhu. They now want to donate all their wealth. But then they thought that they would have to keep some money for the child as well. They started with a small list and put so many things in it that they didn't have any money left to donate.